Welcome back to On a Mission, where we highlight leaders locally and nationwide. I'm Morgan Young, and today I'm joined by Brennan Flowe with Play It Again Sports JAX. Brennan, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Yes, so please tell us a little bit about Play It Again Sports and what you guys do for our local athletes.
Yeah, absolutely. So Play It Again Sports is a franchise. It's been around about 40 years. But what we do that's unique than other compared to other retailers is we buy new and used sporting goods equipment. So when you have a little athlete that maybe outgrows something and they need to buy something new, they can bring it into our store, get store credit, trade up, and then that bat or glove finds a second life with someone else, and they can come in and save money by buying used.
That is fantastic, and I know a lot of our local athletes are really appreciative of that, and parents. So how did you get started in this business?
So it's something that's been kind of near and dear to my heart. I love thrifting, buying secondhand versus buying something new, and giving a second life to something. So I really enjoy that sustainability aspect. As far as getting into this business, my wife and I have been looking for a business opportunity for ages, and this kind of came available. We used to have a few Play It Agains in Jacksonville. Sadly, they closed back in 2016, but we're happy to be bringing it back. And you were talking about the parents being appreciative. Yeah, the barrier to entry for a lot of sports is so high, and being able to buy secondhand sporting goods provides an opportunity for kids to play that maybe not they wouldn't be able to.
Absolutely. And do you do all sports across the board?
Pretty much, pretty much. So one of the things that always kind of throws people off when they come into our stores, they see a pretty sizable hockey section, and they're like, hockey in Florida? I'm like, well, we have over 60 teams, youth teams that operate out of the Igloo. So hockey is big here in North Florida. It doesn't seem like it, but yeah, we're pretty much all sports, all seasons. And like I said, we buy. So if you have something that maybe your kids outgrew, or it's just collecting dust in the garage, you have a place where you can bring it. We offer you cash on the spot, or you can trade it in for store credit to get something that maybe you will use. And then that product will find a second life with someone else.
Wow, absolutely fantastic. And do you have any partners in Jacksonville?
No, right now we're the only one. We are hoping to expand in the market. We're kind of tucked away in East Arlington, just off of 295, but we would love to open up on the south side, maybe even the north side eventually, west side, and be able to just kind of touch all points of Jacksonville.
Oh, fantastic. Now I'm curious, do you have any fun stories for me of an athlete who maybe was underprivileged and got access to your business and had a good change?
Yes and no. So not locally, but the Kelsey brothers on their podcast have talked about Play It Again Sports back in Ohio, and it really being responsible for them being able to play sports, whether it be hockey or football. But there's a pretty famous clip that they have that you can go find on YouTube. We have had some local athletes that have come in, professional athletes, and said, I grew up around Play It Again Sports, and I love it. I won't mention any names, but one of them used to kick for our hometown team. But yeah, a lot of people are excited to have Played Again Sports back in Jacksonville.
That's amazing. I love to hear it. And as a prior athlete myself, it makes me so happy to hear that this resource is available. So what are some of the things that you love most about your business?
Really, it's the kids. When you have a family comes in, the kids are so excited to get whatever it is that they're looking for and to get outfitted, and it just gives me so much joy to see the happiness on their face when they leave. I feel like in a way we're kind of giving back to the community, and just seeing how excited these kids are to go and participate in sports is very rewarding for me.
Oh, I can imagine. And will you tell us what is it that lights you up most about seeing those kids' faces?
It's just the joy. I will say that I'm a person of faith, and I really put that out there. We want this store to be a beacon in our community, and we want it to be a place where people can see God's love. And I just think about how Jesus viewed little children, and I just kind of see him the same way. You just feel like you're, seeing the joy that God has for us.
And may all the glory go to God. Thank you so much,
Amen.
Brennan, for your time. Yes.
Thank you.
And And thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of On a Mission. If you want more information about Brendan and Play It Again Sports JAX, you can head on over to dailynewsnetwork.com, and we have all of his information on there. We'll see you in the next episode of On a Mission.